What's up, folks? Science Morning Update. Crazy. So we consolidated down here at this, basically this 35.25 ES level. You could even extend that to about 40. Tagged along 50 days at 57.65. We hugged that, came into it, based, and then popped, right? So election, and here we go, rocket up. I hate trading up here. All-time highs suck, especially on a ramp, right? So we dipped down to 35, and we're up 140 some odd points now. I mean, it's just crazy. So that's pretty much what's happened. I'm not thrilled about it. We have singles. These will be my downside targets, right? So you got the 95 here, the 54 here. Now this 50, 60 level is going to be pretty important, along with the 20. And then obviously major support down here. But we stayed into this, there was a lot of traffic here. So we there was a lot of days that we stayed in this range. 50 area is pretty much center mass. So that's kind of going to be my major support. We'll see. We'd have to come a long way to get there. That's 100 points down. So, which would be rational if we hit a 100-point dip and then return back? This is just crazy, this euphoria. So I don't know. I mean, maybe this is supported and we base up here, consolidate, and we continue to move higher. That could definitely happen. I just feel like we should have some shakeout. This hasn't dipped at all, pretty much since the election. Here's your hourly. Your pivot 59.16. That's decent. I like the 2025 level first support, 59.50. This is going to be a definitely major support. We are into the next resistance at 75.80. 90.94, 05.08, 05.07, and then R1 is 60.17. I would watch that, and the next one's up at 30. R2 is 60.68, and then R1 is 61.69. Now, this is a Fed day. If they cut, and this is inflationary, I don't see why we couldn't just continue to rip higher. These are wide up because we had a 140-point move yesterday, so the pivots are going to be huge. R2 would be above that 30 level, that 60, 68, 60, 70. Here's your daily. We bounce. That's that 50 that we've hugged, and then we've just rallied up. So up we go. But again, maybe that was the dip to rally. Was that the dip to rally? I don't know. I'll have to see market structure today, see if the big boys have come back. I've missed the last few days, so I haven't watched the tape. Monthly. Right, we consolidated. Your POC is down at 57.48, so over 200 points down. 58.08 was your October open and September close, and then your 57.42 was your November open. So we are way up on the month. Here's your weekly. 56.45 is your R2 on the yearly pivot. 53.84 is R3. I didn't even think R3 was in the mix, but it stays within the channel as well. So we're kind of hugging this line right here. Again, we could still drop down to this line and still be in an upward channel. So I mean, we could substantially drop. I don't see that right now, but we will see. Again, supports 20, 59, 10, 8 area, 92, 90. So we have, a bunch of supports, but again, this 55, 60 area is going to be my point of concern. That's my magic green line. We popped above that on election day. and we have not looked back. We were under it, so they kind of kept it sub under, and then it popped. We toggled it for a while, so I don't know. We will see. Let's run to SPX, and I'll get this over with. Here's your euro. So we hit the 112. This is fucking crazy. 112 all the way down. Okay, parked at the 7.7 level, 7.5 level. Popped up to meet your 250 day at the 0992 level. Tanked on election day, almost 2 full points. Currencies don't move like this. I'm just letting you know that. This has been either a currency rebalance or absolute flight to safety. We are up today, 538. Again, that's a monster daily move, right? This is the overnight. So 109 probably, but a halfback would probably be around that 8.85 level. So I would watch the rejection of that and come back down. If they're optimistic, we get up to. Now, if the Fed cuts, then this should go back up today. I don't know what the Fed's going to do. They should hike it at this juncture. We're all at all-time highs, but who knows? Maybe they've already made the decision. Again, if they cut, watch the bond market. But that's not bullish for the dollar. That's weak for the dollar. That shows weakness. We have a monster cash gap from 64 to 82. I have another double cash gap. So we've duped this cash gap. So there are actually 2 in there. And then the next cash gap down is 56.74 to 56.18. If we get to that, then we've all died. So I don't expect this cash gap, this 80-point cash gap, to be filled in one day. This would be something that we probably chewed into. And then the 813 level, beginning of the inner one, would be what I was looking at. That also coincides with the 50-day moving average at 5813. So immediate crazy support, 5813. If we drop down to that, I would definitely probably be a buyer. Other than that, we're up again 15. NASDAQ up 86. Dow's up 60. Russell's up 7. Russell's been up, dude, they're up like 30%. I mean, something stupid. I don't really watch that index, but it was up 140 points yesterday. Whatever. Anyway, so I don't know if the euphoria is going to drop down or continue. But I would definitely be careful today. This has been my least favorite week to trade. I've had to work the last 2 days. I'll be in the room in the voice chat probably later this afternoon for the Fed decision. Not excited about trading today. Probably keep my hands in my pockets and wait till next week, or maybe Friday. Anyway, stay safe. Don't get in trouble.